former San Bernardino SWAT officer J.T. Turner now trains people to deal with active shooters for Close Range International. J.T., he joins me now to shed a little light on what this means for the investigation. J.T., thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate that.
Yes.
Well, Farouk was seen firing a new rifle at the Riverside Magnum Range. Can anyone just walk into these ranges and begin to shoot or practice?
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. At this particular range, you have to be a member to fire some type of an assault rifle.
And what does it require?
You got to have some ID for starters. And realistically, that's about it. Yeah, just good identification. If you're going to use your own particular weapon, then you can bring your own ammunition. If you rent one, then you have to use their ammunition.
Okay.
Some of the ranges are a little bit different. Okay. Some will allow you to do it, some won't. And also, for the most part, people that want to shoot high caliber type weapons, they normally want to go to an outdoor range because they can do more things with it.
What about a background check? Anything like that going on at a range like this?
No. Well, there's an easy waiver for some of them where you can come in and fill out information and ask you certain questions about your history and so forth, but they don't really have time to check that. It's just a matter of getting your information and knowing who you are.
Wow. Well, could Farouk have practiced with high power rifles like the one that were used in the terror attacks at that range that we're talking about?
He could have, if he was a member though, only at that particular range.
So all he has to do is show some identification, and if he's accepted, then that's it.
That's it. Now what's different is he wouldn't be allowed to use something of an automatic weapon type nature. Okay. Also, he would not be able to shoot and burst, things that you would do tactically if you were practicing to do exactly what they did. Those are the type of things you want to do in an outdoor range. Also, I recall seeing the magazines that they were using were being taped together. These things are done for quick reloading. Those sort of things are not allowed at any range.
JT, what kind of practicing could he do on this specific range that we're talking about that could have helped him in any way in this terror attack, carry out this attack?
Well, if that rifle was put together the way, if you use the same one that I saw, it has an aim point optic, and all it is just a simple red dot. It's what we use in SWAT a lot. It helps you acquire targets easy. You shoot with both eyes open so you can see the entire room, so it gives you an advantage. But really at a range, in an indoor range, because you're really limited, the only thing he could do is just practice marksmanship type things. No speed loading, none of the other things. Other thing I noticed, he had a tactical sling on the weapon, and that's the sort of thing that would kind of draw attention because it's not the sort of thing that you would see in a typical range. Most people shoot off a bench.
And Farouk was also caught on camera at this range, on security camera video, practicing. How could, I guess, that, help investigators in this whole investigation, leading to the terror attacks? I mean, practice before,
right.
What kind of practice did he do, that kind of sort of thing?
Well, I believe it would certainly show that he was willing to go the extra mile. We kind of throw that term around that people are well trained. And I've noticed a number of people when they get involved in these attacks, they can't do a simple thing like clear a weapon when they get a misfeed. And that's something, if you're shooting an automatic weapon, happens a lot. So the more training you have, the faster you can learn how to clear those jams. If you also notice, they were carrying sidearms. One of the things that normally happens in SWAT, if your long rifle goes down, you switch to a handgun until you can get to a place where you can get your other weapon back up. So there's a lot of things that show some type of training, and certainly not the type of training that you can get in a very short amount of time. It takes work.
I mean, how long would you say?
I would think, depending on how much you practice, I would say probably several months minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. J.T. Turner, thank you so much for joining us once again tonight.
Sure.
Really appreciate your insight.
Thank you.
All right.